You know, 15 years ago, my very first Valentine's Day with my husband, he gave me flowers. And I was like, so sweet, don't ever do that again. He was like, wait, what do you want me to get you? I'm like, chocolate, duh. Well, fast forward 15 years, if you're asking me today, what do I want? Not chocolate, I want toffee. And I'm here at my new favorite place. It's a little secret gem I found out about in Magnolia. It's called Toffee Cellars. And I'm here with the candy maker and owner, Robin Marshall.
Hi.
Yeah, so super excited. And I said, I'll come, but I really just want to know your secrets. Right? So what you're going to show us today is if people are out there and are adventurous, they can actually make toffee at home. I think a lot of people think that candy making is daunting, which it can be.
It can be.
It can be. But what you're going to show us today is like a classic recipe, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Very basic. We have all of our ingredients here laid out and ready to go.
Okay.
So first of all, we have a few utensils that I love to use. This is one of my favorite. This is safe up to 450 degrees, and you can pick these up at Sam's Club.
Okay, that's important.
And you can use it for many things, not just candy. Pastry brush, and we're going to use this when we're cooking our toffee over there, and I'll demonstrate that as we go along. This is for spreading our chocolate.
Okay.
So a nice flexible tip, and it's smaller.
Okay.
So we have here 2 cups of sugar.
Okay.
2 cups of butter, a good quality butter. We have a cup of roasted nuts. These are pecans, but you can throw in any type of nut.
Okay.
We have vanilla, a good quality vanilla. 2 tablespoons of water. And then we have our chocolate melts over here, ready to go. Gonna turn our temperature up to a medium high. So we'll take our butter. Go ahead and pour
I think a really cool thing about candy making is you can do so many different things with it. Like if say you have a nut allergy or maybe just don't like nuts, you can put all kinds of fun different stuff in there.
So we added our butter, sugar, and the 2 tablespoons of water.
So what's the cook time on a like a normal regular toffee?
This is going to take us about 15 minutes, and this size or this amount, you can do a smaller amount. You can cut it in half. So this is going to yield a half-sheet pan.
Okay.
Okay, so we've hit 300 degrees, so our toffee's ready. I'm going to go ahead at this point.
This is when you do the add-ins.
Yes, you can add in your nuts. I'm going to add in maybe 3/4 of what we have here. And we'll save a few for topping off. And we're going to add in a little vanilla.
Why do you add the vanilla at the end? I've never understood
because
that.
It burns off if you...
It does, okay.
So for the pastry brush, just so you guys know, we used it to kind of clean around the edges here. What you don't want is to form these little droplets on your pot and let your sugar recrystallize. It will ruin your toffee texture. Okay. So now we're going to pour, and you can also sprinkle nuts on your pan if you...
And you don't want to grease the pan or anything? Just do it plain.
I never do.
I guess there's enough butter in there
yes, if you let it cool completely, especially if you put it in the fridge, after it's chilled, put it in the refrigerator for maybe 5 minutes, it'll pop right out.
And how long do you have before it starts like setting?
It does not take long. I would say in 5 minutes, this will cool down a little bit and it'll start to harden. If you're in a hurry, let it cool some, pop it in the fridge, 15 minutes, and then you can go ahead and break it up, eat it. But if you have time, just let it rest for an hour, and then maybe pop it in the fridge for 20, 30 minutes, and then you can pop it out.
All right, so you do the next level, and then I want to hear a little bit about your story. You know, a lot of times you see people like Robin, and you're like, oh, she must have been baking since she was 12. But what's crazy is you actually so you were a hairstylist turned a nurse, and tell me this story about how the reason why this toffee thing came about.
Okay. Well, I was a nurse. I worked in the NICU. And one of the other nurses brought it on the unit, some homemade toffee, and she was giving it out to all of the nurses. And I tried it, and I just fell in love. And so after that, I tried to get the recipe from her, but she
wouldn't give it.
She was very sweet, but I never did get the recipe. We'll just put it that way. And so I just started doing research, went online, made a lot of different recipes, and kind of took the pieces and parts from the recipes that I like the best. Came up with my base recipe, and then I just started playing around with different nuts, different chocolates,
and here you are. So
here I am. So for Valentine's Day packaging, we have our little our wooden love ornaments attached with our red ribbon. We have some different boxes over here. This is our 1 pound combination box, so you can do 2 different toffee flavors in this. This is a tasting flight box. You can do 4 different toffees in here, and it's got 2 pounds total. We have our little cookies and toffee combination box here. So we're now also doing freshly baked cookies, and they are delicious. We use organic unbleached flour in all of our cookie dough.
Awesome. All right, I'm doing the honors here.
Okay,
here we go.
All right. Okay, so this is nicely chilled and ready to pop out. Just use a clean counter surface. You can also use another tray. I've done it so many times, you just kind of twist like the old school ice trays.
Oh, look at that.
If anyone knows what that is anymore. And then you just break.
See, this is so much better than a truffle in my opinion. Like, who doesn't love toffee? All right guys, so I want you all to come see her. It's out here in Magnolia. So cute. It's called Toffee Cellar. And we did good, girl.
Thank you.
You're so good. The recipe, if you want one, or if you want to get a hold of Robin, order something for Valentine's Day, you can go to greatdayhouston.com.